played almost 15 or 20 games in last 24 months in Pakistan. So Pakistan is going to host a ICC tournament after 3 decades. So what are your views about arrangements, surfaces, and environment and conditions of Pakistan?
Yeah, we've obviously been very lucky to play a lot of cricket here in Pakistan and learn from those games. I think anytime you can play in conditions that are part of an ICC event is exciting. So obviously we've got a core group of players here that have played a lot of cricket here in Pakistan now, and that knowledge will be huge for us going forward into that Champions Trophy next year, and whoever comes, that knowledge will be shared with them. And it's also nice to have some good results here in Pakistan against a team that are very comfortable playing in these conditions as well.
And what about the host nation? All arrangements from host nation?
Yeah, we've thoroughly enjoyed our time here, and we love coming here to Pakistan and enjoy the way that the fans get involved in the game as well. The full house, the last 2 games was very exciting. It was a great atmosphere. So yeah, we had no issues.
And the yellow signal. You got Babar Azam wicket 5 times in your career, and it might be a dream for many bowlers. How do you make it easy?
It's definitely not easy. He's obviously a quality player, and I think, I don't know, sometimes you just have a little bit of luck, and in 2020 especially, I don't necessarily read too much into that. He's obviously trying to put pressure on me as a bowler, and I'm trying to defend and not go for too many runs. So sometimes that happens, and you're very happy when it does happen, because he's obviously a very senior batsman in the Pakistan side. So whenever I can get a quality player like Babar Azam out, I'm very happy, but I don't think we should read too much into that.
On your left,
Okay, Mitchell, you played very well in last match. Do you think Pakistan played very bad, or your team is played very well? And what are your thoughts about the Mark Chapman innings?
Yeah, I think I think we put Pakistan under pressure at times, and we took the learnings from the first game. I think the adjusting to the different wickets here is super important, and I think we learned as a batting unit how to put pressure back on the Pakistan bowlers, which we didn't do in the first game. Obviously, Mark Chapman had an amazing innings, and he's performed very well here in the times that he has played. So yeah, we're obviously very thankful for the innings that he played, and hoping that he can play some more like that.
And the chicks are here.
Bracewell, you are playing against the likes of Babar Azam, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah, Mohammad Rizwan, a lot of big names in Pakistan team. You guys come with consist of new players. So are you guys learning from them, or are you guys feeling any pressure playing against them?
Yeah, I think you always watch how the great players go about playing in their own conditions. I think the way that Shaheen brings the stumps into play, particularly in Pakistan.
Because the senior player will have a very bright chance to be the part of the final 16 for the ICC World T20. So if you win this series as a group, so how much effective for World T20 when a major part of this team will be not in the final 16 spot of ICC World T20?
Yeah, I think every time you get an opportunity to play for New Zealand, you get a chance to put your name forward as a contender for that World Cup. So yeah, I'm not sure what the team will be for the World Cup, but if you're putting good performances together, they will get recognised. We saw that a little bit in this series last year, where guys who stood up in the series against Pakistan last year got picked in the One Day World Cup. So I guess you can only go off the history of those sorts of things, and the guys here are it's pretty obvious this is the last series before that World Cup gets named. So yeah, every time you play for New Zealand, you want to put your best foot forward, and the playing group here have the best opportunity to do that.
Back row.
With the series tied 1-1 and the kind of pitches you have played here, which might suit you and might have quite similar with the pitches in the West Indies and the USA, how do you see your team's chances of beating Pakistan in their backyard, and how much confident the boys are in the camp after the last win?
Yeah, I think we sort of proved to ourselves in I guess everyone around that we can compete with these guys. Obviously, the first game was a little bit disappointing, and we were able to learn from that game and take those learnings forward into the second game. So, yeah, we're under no illusions that these next two games are going to be easy. It's going to be a really tough fought series throughout, but as long as we keep focusing as a team on making those little adjustments game to game and trying to figure out little ways. It's a 4-match series now with the rain, obviously, so we have to make sure that we keep learning and not resting on our laurels of winning that last game.
Bracewell, you are playing against the likes of Babar, Azam, Shaheen Shah, Afridi, Naseem Shah, Mohammad Rizwan, a lot of big names in Pakistan team. You guys come with consist of new players. So are you guys learning from them, or are you guys feeling any pressure playing against them?
Yeah, I think you always watch how the great players go about playing in their own conditions. I think the way that Shaheen brings the stumps into play, particularly in Pakistan in the first couple of overs, our bowlers learn from that and try to bowl a little bit fuller and swing the ball. And then obviously the batsmen have played a load of cricket here, whether it's international cricket or in the PSL. So seeing what shots they play first of all, which ones are the risky ones and which ones are a little bit lower risk with high rewards is how you learn from the best batsmen. And it's always a pleasure to play against the best players in the world because you get to learn from them firsthand. We have, as a bowler, you get one of the best seats in the house bowling to those guys and seeing the way that they try and attack you. So yeah, I think you can learn a lot from the way that they go about it and also seeing the way that our guys go about it as well. Like Mark Chapman has a fantastic record here in Pakistan, and having those conversations internally about how he's attacking certain bowlers and the sort of shots that he's looking to play is part of that learning process as well.
Right, last couple guys, over here, then over here.
You must have seen a pitch in Lahore. What you are expecting from it, and what we can expect from you in the next two matches?
Yeah, as a bowler, I was a little bit disappointed that the boundaries have been brought in a little bit. It seems like a very big field there, but I think it looks like a very good wicket, and I'm sure we can expect lots of runs. And it's been a fantastic series so far, so hopefully we can have another couple of close games to finish out the series.
Over here.
You got some inexperienced group of players, but despite of that, you people played and great cricket in Pakistan. So do you miss the senior players of New Zealand like Williamson and other guys, or you think that you are okay to deal with Naseem, Shaheen and Babar?
Yeah, I think obviously when you're missing experienced players like that, it makes it tough, but one thing that does do is offer other opportunities for other guys to gain experience, and we've seen 3 debutants here on this tour, which is very exciting for New Zealand cricket, and to expose them against a world-class team like Pakistan in these conditions with an ICC event coming around the corner, but also in February next year is hugely beneficial for us as a team. And anytime you can give guys experience playing against great players in the world is amazing, and I think that it's going to keep growing the depth of cricket in New Zealand, which is fantastic, and we've shown that we can compete with these guys as well. So obviously every series you go in trying to win and making sure that you're learning along the way and growing as players. So we're certainly focusing on that as a group about how we can learn and play in these different parts of the world. And if you get a couple of wins along the way, it's fantastic. And obviously, if you focus on the right things, then the result will take care of itself.
Right, thanks, guys.